Hello my dear friends, welcome to a very special episode of Mave Mason Unfiltered, where everything is raw and 100% unfiltered. Today, this is a special episode because it is an episode that's meant for the Hungry Ghost Festival, 7 months. Beside me, I have a specialist in this area. Today we have Usman. Usually people will clap, but today is very scary. Walao eh. Today is very scary, so nobody will clap behind one. Okay, Usman is a specialist, right? With all these curses, Bomoh, all those go Batam and see ghosts, whatever. Usman is going to share more. Hey bro, thanks for coming on to this show, man.
给我一点吃的吧。
I don't want to do already. Must cut already. You know, tonight cannot sleep. It's because it's his face.
How are you, bro?
Fine, thank you. The last time I saw you was in another podcast show called Hot Pot.
Yes, although I cannot eat the steamboat, but it was very, very delicious looking.
You cannot let it say. People think we all eat the steamboat one.
I saw you eat one.
But you didn't eat, ma. So you're here today, right? Because you're gonna share with us some of your personal stories, right? In regard to all these Bomohs and things like that. So we don't review too much first, but you can start with your first story.
Okay, first story.
Yes.
When you go to Batam, you have to be very, very careful, especially with the pretty ladies. This is what happened to me.
Okay.
I married one, and I ended up getting myself into deep shit for 7 years. I was actually Bomohed by her. And to the extent that she and her mom actually collaborated to bring the Bomoh to Bomoh me.
Yeah.
And I paid for it.
Okay, like a TikTok collaboration like that, right?
They were really good collaborators, mother-daughter.
Okay, for those who do not know what is Bomoh, right? Kena Bomoh is like kena curse like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Bomoh is a specialist at cursing.
Okay.
Usually they have some gifts from birth, and then they go through training, they fast, or sometimes have a teacher to teach them, and then they are in business.
Okay. And so for 7 years you suffered this whole Bomoh thing.
You know what? During that 7 years that I suffered, I didn't feel any suffering.
Okay.
It was after I knew about it that the suffering all came at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's scary enough already. Government always talk about how you need to take care of your CPF because the apes always go there, use the CPF for all these things, right? They must watch this show. In just this first 30 seconds, right? Don't need government to say anything. All the CPF now keep already. Yeah, because go there kena Bomoh . So how you know, right? You kena Bomoh.
You won't know until you meet someone that can help you. The moment the healing starts, then you will feel everything all coming out. That is when the sufferings come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you are being Bomohed, you are like floating. Everyone else around you can see that something is wrong with you, but you feel that you're perfectly fine. You feel that you're in love. This is heaven. You're on cloud 9.
Feel in love every day. I also want leh. Like that feel in love, shock ma.
I can intro this to you.
No need lah. So right, when you say you look weird and strange like that, right, you don't see it yourself.
No.
So let's say if I do see it, you look like pale, your eyes could be droopy, eye bag, like maybe eye rings, and then the things you say just, you're just very one-worded, monotonous, something like that.
Worse.
Okay.
Worse. You will look, yes, pale. Okay, you look like 没有精神.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the things you do are very weird. Everything will be surrounded around her. Everything is around her. Your friends will be like, "Hey, Usman, what's wrong with you? Something definitely wrong with you."
Yeah.
But you can't see it. And then everybody else sees how ugly she is, except me.
Okay.
How can you like her so ugly? Skinny like Teko like that, dressing walao, cannot make it lah. I say, you better shut up.
Right.
She's so pretty and blah 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 blah.
Right.
This is what say love is blind.
Right.
But fake love, this one completely blind.
Okay. Now I understand why some of my friends, right, they are in that situation already lah.
They could be.
Right, I see. They never go Batam, but maybe Batam they migrate over here lah.
But maybe some people got exquisite taste.
I see. Exquisite taste.
Exquisite taste.
Oh, Michelin star some more. So how did it really affect your life negatively until you eventually say, I need to do something about it?
Okay, number one, all my money is swiped out. Credit card maxed out. Everything only for her.
Okay.
And at that point in time, the feeling was like, it's worth it. it's worth it. Let's do it. Every card I have, every bank in Singapore lah. Okay, you know how many banks there are.
Yeah.
All maxed out, and paying minimum payment every month.
Okay.
And more. I also got Indonesian card.
Indonesian card, ah?
Yeah.
Walao eh. Okay, and then the money go where? You go and use it to gamble or?
Oh no, just she used it for God knows what.
Okay.
Okay, that was at that 7 period time. I didn't know. At the end of it, then I found out.
Okay, that she used it for not
Drugs.
shopping, but drugs.
Drugs, happy at karaoke, tripping,
Girls also go karaoke. Ah?
tripping, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and everything else that comes as a package after that.
Right. And is it because how did she bomoh you? Did she take your hair? Did she put something under your pillow?
Okay, usual bomohs, we know from traditional bomohs, you either need a piece of our clothing, hair, nails, or even a photo.
She got a piece of everything. Ah.
She's got a piece of everything. Plus, now bomohs don't need that anymore.
Wow, now
You
high
just
class.
need your
Ah.
name.
Now got AI already, right?
Yeah. Wow, AI. One SMS, the thing go through already.
You can go check GPT. You type, you ask them to bomoh you also tell already. Ah.
Wow, they give you a whole script.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's true. Now with technology, even through one SMS, it comes through.
Right.
Yeah. And the after effects came after I was in the healing process.
Yeah.
The SMS came because she felt that I was drifting further. The SMS came asking for forgiveness, I haven't paid electricity bill, and that headache was, wow, it's like having a jackhammer hammering your head.
Right.
It was really, really painful.
What if some people out there say that you are just merely blinded by love, and what are you gonna say to that?
Then I'll just say this podcast is not for you.
Okay, go away.
Because that pain is real.
Yeah. When you talk about now, you say technology, even for bomohs, right, very high level, right? I recently saw a variety show, and this variety show is about 5-6 years back already. It's about this studio, right, that there's this lighting specialist that they always take care of these lightings, right, when you're filming in studios. He accidentally fell down and he died. So from there onwards, when they keep on filming, right, they'll hear very weird noises. They'll see him sitting up there and all that. So there was this celebrity that took a picture, okay? And then when this picture was uploaded to Facebook, Facebook got this facial recognition thing, right? Then they will prompt you to go and tag all these people who are there. And then up at the top right-hand corner, at a very dark area, right, there was a square asking him to tag it. So I don't know like what you guys would think. I'm not asking you to believe it, but recently I'm on this journey to search a little bit more on the spiritual side of things, right? And you could see that right now it's pretty more rampant that the ghostly world, right, is also into technology.
Okay, I don't know if you believe it or not. As we are sitting here right now,
But don't say got people around me, please.
okay, the other world have their space here.
Okay.
So right now is this studio. It could be their kitchen and they're cooking, just that we can't see them.
Okay,
So they have they coexist with us.
right.
They can see us, we can't see them.
You can see one or not?
I cannot see.
Oh, very good.
I cannot see, but I can feel.
Okay.
You see the goosebumps come out already.
And my lease is going to end very soon. I think I'm not going to renew anymore.
Everywhere you go, it will be the same, bro.
I see.
It could be their toilet, even worse. They're
Yeah.
taking a dump and then you're doing your podcast.
Right. No wonder every day here so smelly, right?
No, but yeah, it's true. They coexist with us. Okay. Usually, there is no interaction. But unless there is a affiliation, 有缘啊,
Yeah.
and they need some help and some request,
Yeah.
they may get in touch if they find that you can feel or you can hear or you can help. They may get in touch.
Okay.
Usually they come with no evil intentions unless it's those that's looking for body double.
I see.
That one is another story to come up.
Okay. And so when they do want your help, in your understanding, right? You said that if you can see, you can feel, you can hear, then they want your help, right? Does it mean that you are weak?
No. Some people have the gift.
Right.
Some can see, some can feel, some can hear.
Okay. It just means that you're built that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Now back to your SMS. Then after that?
Okay. So after that, when I found out that she was taking drugs, having an affair, that was when the mother and her collaborated to bring the Bomoh in.
Okay.
Okay, to say that, because she's being Bomoh, that's why she's having an affair.
Right.
So I think we should heal her. So I was like, oh, okay, how to heal her? And they said, oh, okay, I've got this specialist in the kampong, and he's very good at this. Why don't we invite him over? It will cost about 3.5 juta. So 3.5 juta at that time is about $400.
Okay.
I said, wow, 3.5 juta. Okay lah. Die also I zhong out lah. Just so that, she can recover.
And to be clear, right, this Bomoh that's coming is not the Bomoh that Bomohed you.
He is the one that come and Bomoh me.
Okay lah, so he Bomoh you already, he still want to earn more of your money. Okay, right.
Okay, oh sorry, the first time Bomoh.
Yeah.
That one I'm not sure who did it.
I see.
There could be many. Because in the kampong got a lot they call orang pintar.
I see.
So in the kampong at long time ago, no hospitals, no clinic.
Okay.
So it's this orang pintar that have this special gift that can heal people.
Okay.
Using eggs, put the egg, rub, and then the egg can move and vibrate. Oh, okay, that's the thing. Okay, every day you got to put one egg there, then you call me, I will make it vibrate, and then your asthma will go away.
Does it work?
For my stepson,
Yeah.
it did work for a while.
Okay.
And I was amazed because I was back in Batam, he's at the kampong. One phone call, the egg really vibrate in front of my eyes.
Okay.
Then after that he stopped. He's okay already.
Right. And what kind of what is this? Are these evil spirits? Are they demons? Are they deities? What is this?
Okay, the one to heal, it could be what they call white spirits.
Okay.
Okay, being made use of to heal, to take out the toxins and what. Because for my stepson, it is true that he developed an asthma allergy when he was like 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
So before that he was okay. Only today I found out that all these allergens in the air, even cooking toxins, can cause asthma.
For sure.
Yeah, so he probably got the asthma from all these toxins, not because of a spiritual intervention.
Okay.
But this orang pintar was able to give him temporary relief.
I see. So not totally healed.
Not totally heal, because the spirits cannot heal him and make him whole again.
Okay.
But they can just take away the allergens that is causing the discomfort and the asthma to react because
Understand.
of it. Yeah.
Okay. And then after that, you were talking about the Bomoh that this time around want money from you. Yeah.
So because probably my ex-wife and her mom couldn't pay him anymore.
Yeah.
So this time, I got a brilliant idea.
Right.
Let's get Usman to pay for it.
ATM machine.
He came in the ferry, I went to pick him.
Oh.
Went to pick him, sent him to the hotel, pay for his hotel.
Oh, okay, man. His very first class ticket.
Buy him dinner, everything. Okay, on the first day, he gave me my first lesson.
Yeah.
So he was carrying a haversack and he asked me, do you know what's in my haversack? I was like, shit man, I've just met you for the first time. How would I know what's in your haversack?
Yeah.
I said, okay, cool, chill, no. Then he said, it's my stuff inside. I said, shit, I know it's your stuff. It's my stuff, I'll be calling you a thief and sending you to the police.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, chill. Okay. Then he started taking out 3 jars. You know those jars where you put the paper stars inside?
Yeah.
Square ones, about this big.
The stars, I got I prepared the jars. I know you're going to talk about this. It's just over there, right side. I'm like, yeah. This one, like
something
that.
like that, but his is square.
Square, yeah.
So this kind of jar, this size,
Yeah.
but it's square. One is painted blue,
Yes.
one is painted yellow, one is painted red.
Okay. All right. See, this is the jar. I know, okay?
So you have some gift.
Some lah. This one don't.
This was
don't
not
reveal.
rehearsed,
Yeah, not rehearsed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then he asked me, you know why it's painted this color? I was like, damn, no. Okay, this one, his favorite color is blue. This one, favorite color yellow. This one, favorite color red. That's why it's painted in their favorite color. It's their room. I was like, I didn't understand a word of it. I was just like, yeah. Okay, what you want to eat? So he said, anything. So I said, let's go eat ayam penyet. He said, oh, I cannot eat ayam. Ayam is chicken.
Yes.
You cannot eat ayam. You are allergic to ayam? No. I love ayam, but I cannot eat. I was like, okay. You love ayam, but you cannot eat. Yeah, because they don't like ayam, so I cannot eat ayam. I was like, okay. Then you eat the fish, fried fish. Fried fish can. Okay, fried fish can. After eating, straight away he took out his cigarette. He lighted 4 cigarettes. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 烧香 like that.
Yeah.
And then he take one puff from each cigarette. I was like, looking at him. You got a lot of money to spend.
Yeah, or he's really addicted to caffeine, no, to nicotine.
Then he said, this one is for me. Okay, this one is for him, this one for him, this one for him.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, whatever. Then he said, okay, tonight I'm doing something in my room.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you can do whatever you want in your room.
Yeah, man.
You want to come? I was like, for what?
Yeah.
He said, no, I'm carrying out a ritual. And if you want to come, you are free to come.
Right.
But it's going to be very gory. I was like, okay, there'll be blood, and then you better not come lah. I said, you want me to come or not? I said, you don't want me to come there, I don't come lah. You want me to come there, I come lah. So then he said, you're okay with seeing all these fearsome, bloody elephant head lah, crocodile all coming out, you know. At that time, I was really, really very innocent and ignorant. I didn't know about all this. So I said, I won't be scared, it's okay if you want me to come, yeah, I come. But in the end, he decided, no, don't come.
Okay.
The next day, I went to pick him up, came to my house, the ritual started.
Okay.
Or I have to bathe flower first lah.
Right.
Then after that, he told me that, if one down there, one hut. He said, hey, your down there got something wrong, you know? So he gave me some leaves, which I'm supposed to chew.
Yeah.
Until it's like really all mashed up.
Yeah.
And then we'll paste it there for like 3 hours.
Okay.
Okay, first day I did it. I was like, nothing wrong, nothing, no effect. But that was actually part of the curse.
I see.
So he could control me.
I see.
When can do, when cannot do, you know. Then he said, then at night, we'll have something come in the middle of the night. Then you feel the thing massaging, very shook one.
Right.
I was like, okay. And it did come.
Oh Lord.
The first night, yeah, it did come the first night. But it was not very shook, because it was a man's hand.
Oh man.
Yeah, wow, it was like double my size. The hand was like, wow, one hand like that, grab, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But after that, it really controlled.
But you cannot see anything.
I cannot see, can feel.
I see.
But the other 2 days, I didn't do it.
Okay.
So that ritual did not complete.
Right.
Okay. The flower bathing ritual completed. Then after that, he did something in the house, which I don't know what. And then he told me that there was a guardian. He put 4 guardians in the house, 1 at each corner. I was like, okay. So he asked me, is there anything you want to know? I asked him a lot of questions. I said, hey, are you white magic or black magic? So he said, of course I'm white magic. What? I said, then how come white magic got blood on? Then he also mentioned that when he's doing his rituals, he don't eat. He doesn't eat.
Right.
And after that, he will only eat rice.
Okay.
And so he also don't bathe.
Okay.
So don't bathe means cannot pray. He's a Muslim also. So then I was like thinking, if you don't pray, then how can you be white magic? It doesn't make sense. Then he told me he's very busy, client after client. So that means you don't eat all this while. Wow, sian.
Intermittent fasting, bro.
Oh, this is permanent fasting, bro.
Okay, then?
Okay, so when it came, he answered me all my questions, which did not make sense at all, but I accepted it.
Okay.
Being the ignorant and innocent.
Yeah,
So
right.
when it came to the last day, he was supposed to leave. My ex-mother-in-law told me that you need to gift him something. Okay, 3 grains of rice, 3 needles, clean new needles, and a sarong.
Okay.
So I had to go get it. And she made a very firm statement when she said 3 new needles. Cannot use old one that's been used to sew before.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know why. I should have asked. I gave him, and he took the 3 needles in front of me. He put in his mouth, and he went, and he swallowed all 3 needles.
Right.
Okay. After everything happened, about when that was in 2008 or 2009. Okay. At 2013, 2014, when I was learning about the Al-Quran, then I learned that if we had given a used needle, he would have died. It would have pierced through his throat, and he would have died.
Why is that so?
I think it's part of the ritual.
I see.
So I was like, damn, I should have given him 3 used needles.
Right.
Killed him on the spot.
Right. So it's some form of magic power that he could chew lah.
Yeah, he's actually taking my energy.
Right.
So by giving him this gift, it's like I'm telling him that I'm very happy with his services, and he just takes a part of my energy and it makes him stronger.
Right. Do you know David Blaine and Chris Angel?
No.
Those are like magicians.
Okay.
They also practice the swallowing of needles, chewing on all these kind of stuff. And when you said that, it just reminded me like are these people also utilizing the dark arts?
Could be.
Yeah.
There was a viral video on TikTok recently about this young boy that could dance and fly and
Yes.
yeah, and then they showed the behind the scenes close up. There was a black figure following him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Right.
yes.
Okay. So he chewed the needles. He didn't die.
He didn't die.
And then you
He
go
went
back
home.
to Singapore.
I was still in Batam.
Okay.
Yeah. He went back to his kampung.
Okay.
Kept in touch for a while, and then he just totally disappeared.
Okay.
Totally disappeared.
Right.
Okay. What happened after that? Of course, my down there got that massaging.
Right. Every night also have.
For some time, I couldn't remember for how long.
Right.
But because I didn't finish the ritual.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was controlling me for some time. So this one, it could be, should I say it?
Yeah, of course.
But if it's not right, maybe you can cut it off later
sure.
on. Okay.
Remember, this is Mave Mason Unfiltered. Everything is uncut, untold, uncensored, unfiltered.
Okay, so I have to explain that when I converted to Islam, in the beginning, I was not pious.
Yeah.
I was not practicing. I didn't know because then my wife was not teaching me anything. Okay. So during the first few years, especially during the fasting month, the urge will come during the fasting period.
Okay.
And that means that I broke my fast during the fasting period, which
Right.
is a big, big sin.
Okay.
Okay. And she would not have it during the can do hours.
Okay.
And then she will get super horny during the fasting hours.
Okay. And so this wife is not the Batam wife.
That is that
It's
one.
still the same one.
That same
Okay.
one.
Okay. I thought you changed wife a lot of times, but okay.
That's for another story. Okay, that one is for the how to change a lot of wives in Batam story.
Sure. Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah, we will have with Usman part 2 how to change a lot of wife in Batam and Singapore. Everything also have.
Singapore don't have it. Okay, but she would come on during the fasting hours.
Okay.
And for almost every day. So I was practically not fasting. It was very, very big sin.
Yeah.
And that was how it was controlling me at the time.
I see.
So I was very thankful. And no, I am very thankful that I did not complete the ritual.
Okay.
If not, I wouldn't be here now. I don't know.
Why did you not complete the ritual?
Something inside me just said, leave it.
Okay.
So I only did it one time.
If not, you have to pay $700 lah, because now you need to pay $350, half price.
No, it's not about the $700. Maybe I would not wake up at all.
Okay.
I would still be with her now
Right.
in Batam and not fasting during fasting month. I cannot imagine the consequences I would have to face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Then, okay, after that, this is one part about the little brother part.
Sure.
We were quarreling a lot.
Okay.
We were quarreling a lot, and when it came to 2009, 2010, I woke up. I woke up in the sense that I told myself that I've been a Muslim for 3.5 years. I have to start learning. So I went to learn how to pray, what to say during the prayer, how to recite the simple verses. Then everything started to just fall in place.
Okay.
Fall in place in the sense that God started showing me things,
Right.
changing my life, how not to be so temperamental, hot-tempered. I toned down, how to be more positive thinking. The second year, how to be more positive thinking. Negative thoughts, shut it out, because it's our negative thoughts that actually make things happen.
Yeah.
When bad things happen, don't blame others, it's ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we caused it with our negative thoughts. So this thing here, our mind, is very, very powerful.
Yeah.
Just thinking one thing can make it happen.
Understand. Right.
Then the third was that sincerity, that ikhlas, that trust, that faith in God. So after the first year, when I started to go deeper into the religion, God showed me that she is still having an affair, worse, okay, running away from home,
Yeah.
staying over at the other guy's house. The other guy got jealous and SMS me saying that, you know, I'm actually that girlfriend that she's staying over at. That's me.
The boyfriend that she's staying over at. Yeah. And that one got curse power or not? The SMS.
No, that
Okay.
one don't have yet.
Right.
Okay, so every time I come to Batam, he'll be stalking me.
Okay.
Stalking me, trying to find trouble. Then we were quarreling a lot. Quarreling. Then during this period, I know that, okay, I have to tone down, keep my temper. Then I read somewhere that, you know, there is a spirit around that's, you know, like, wow, making you hot. So I was trying to fight that spirit. So I did sense that there is something at the two corners of my backyard. So my backyard is actually a 1 meter space.
Yeah.
No grass.
Yeah.
It's just covered up. The other side of the wall is my neighbor.
Yeah.
So that 1 meter space is just for laundry, to hang up the clothes and all. So that night I went there, and I took a bag of salt, because I also read that these things are scared of salt. I don't know whether it's true or not. I just took a full bag of salt and just went to that corner and started throwing and scolding it. And I said, just get out of my house, get out of my life, you know.
Yeah.
You're causing me all this frustration. So I threw at both corners.
Yeah.
That night it was a very, very heavy rain. Very heavy thunderstorm. So we put out the pail and bucket to collect the rainwater so that we can wash.
Yeah.
Not environmental friendly. Yeah?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Next morning when I woke up, all the pails, the buckets were all filled with water. But in one of them, there was a rat carcass. All the bones were intact, including the tailbone.
Yeah.
And then the skin of the rat was very nicely skinned in one piece,
Okay.
floating.
Wow.
Meat was all gone.
Okay.
I was like, wow, simi lai eh. Then I went and take a closer look. Wow, everything intact eh.
Wow.
Just like in Discovery Channel where they show the skeleton of
Yes.
the dinosaur,
Yeah.
everything intact. I was shocked. But at that time, I don't have a smartphone to take photo, so I
Right.
didn't.
But you say that the Bomoh put the guardians at the four corner of your house. So you felt something there, and then you went to attack it with sword. But why you attack the guardian?
Because it's a spirit.
Because it's actually a fake guardian lah.
I don't know whether it's a fake guardian, but I know what I read about at that time is, if you keep having a bad temper and you have quarrels, arguments, and you
Yeah.
cannot control, the temper was so bad until I was
Yeah.
shivering. Or anytime can hit
Whack
one,
already. Yeah.
So it just came to my mind that those things there are the spirits
Okay.
that's causing all this. First reaction was just to take the bag of salt that night, go and scold it and try to get it away. So in my mind, it's like when I throw the salt, it'll be like, wow, see, you know.
But turns out actually he's trying to eat red sashimi. You open halfway, then you throw salt, he's scared, run away. That's why he got left the carcass and the bone.
No, okay. So at that time, there were always a lot of rats running about in the ceiling, the false
Yeah.
ceiling. So at night, it would go like boom, 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 boom. In Batam, rats is very common.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, a lot of rats, but okay, you don't come down and disturb us, you can go and stay there lah. Okay, we also don't know how to get rid of you. We put rat poison and all, but it's still there. After the incident, then I realized that those rats were her pets.
Okay.
So all the boom, 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 boom. You know how can rats cause boom, 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 boom on the false ceiling?
Yeah.
It's her chasing the pets, playing, you know.
Yeah.
So
So when you say her, who is the her?
that spirit there.
Okay. I see. I thought
Okay,
you
when I
said your
say-
wife's pet. I was thinking why your wife keep Mickey Mouse at home.
Okay, why I say it's a her, because after the incident, after the rat incident, miraculously a friend came from Bandung
Yeah.
and he could see.
I see.
He could see things from young.
Yeah.
So he's one of those with the gifted, but
Right.
he's very quiet about it. The relationship of the friend, we leave it to the next session.
Yeah.
Very complicated relationship. So he came and he said, hey, Usman, I picked him from the airport. He said, Usman, I want to visit your house, which is very funny. Never ever he said he wanted to visit. So I said, come, I make you coffee at home. Then he went in the door, he went straight into the backyard. When he went there, he did this. I was like, eh? Wow, what's that?
Yeah, man.
They were like, okay, wait, you just wait. And then he was standing there for about 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Then he came and he said, there's something behind. I was like, how you know?
Yeah.
I just threw salt at it the other day.
Yeah.
He said, okay. So he told me it's a big boobs woman. Okay, was super big.
Right.
Super big. And then it has fangs and a lot of blood flowing down.
Okay.
So the moment he saw it, his first reaction was, need to kill it.
Yeah.
But he didn't. I don't know why. I think maybe it reported back. Hey, sir, I'm here on a mission, to guard the house.
Right.
So then, at that time, when he told me about the big-breasted woman, a vision came.
Yeah.
It was a big-breasted woman, but I didn't see the fangs and the bleeding.
Okay.
Long hair, long black hair in a white, long robe, very cliched, okay? But the robe was not flat, it was,
Yeah.
okay, super big,
yeah.
really big.
Everybody's dream ghost.
Bigger than Amy Ip.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay. And but it was a beautiful woman.
Okay.
Okay, what I saw was a beautiful woman.
Right.
I was like, okay, I don't see the blood, I don't see the fangs. He said, yeah, it comes out at night. So I saw it, he said, I saw it. So it's not good to be here. So I said, how to clear? Can you clear for me? He said, no, not within my jurisdiction.
Yeah.
So that was left at it. I was left to look for a solution on myself, on my own.
Okay.
But it answered a lot of questions. Why there were always rats running in my house? It was not rats. It was her and her rats.
Right.
Okay, she was there to guard the house. I think to guard the house from maybe other predators, other women coming into my life, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, or maybe to guard my wallet to make sure that all the money goes to my wife,
Right.
my ex.
Yeah.
I really don't know what they were there to guard for.
Sure.
So this was the first story, and after that, as I progressed in my spiritual knowledge, in my spiritual growth, on the third year I decided that I got to divorce her.
Right.
So that was when I went searching how to divorce someone.
Okay.
Okay, and it happened. She ran away from home.
Yeah.
I put in the divorce papers in Batam,
Right.
and I went through the whole procedure.
Yeah.
For someone that ran away from home, what is the procedure? Very long procedure.
Yeah.
Put in the papers.
So to clarify, right, because Usman is Muslim,
Yes.
so you go by the Sharia law,
Yes.
and that's why the whole divorce thing could be a little complicated, especially when your ex-wife ran away.
Actually, it was a blessing that she ran away.
Okay.
Because if she was around, then it would have been worse. The court proceedings would be very complicated because she would have a side of the story.
Yeah.
But in this case, she had no side of story. It was just my side of story.
Okay.
So I put in the papers. But on Hari Raya Puasa, she came back. She came back, asked for forgiveness. I took out the divorce papers. But I was on my guard. I was watching her every move until God said it's ready lah. So the next year, happened she ran away for 2 months. I put in the papers and I never looked back.
Yeah.
So the whole divorce proceeding took 1 year.
Right.
Took 1 year for the divorce paper to come out. Now, during that period of time where I put in the second divorce papers, okay, I was staying with my guru lah. My guru that was teaching me the Al-Quran, the one that detected that I was actually being Bomoh. I was staying in his, in Batam they call it a moshola. Okay, moshola is a small prayer area where people can stop by. It's not a mosque, it's a small mosque.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was staying there, and now and then her SMS would come in asking for forgiveness. Can we meet? I need money to pay for the electrical bill, my handphone bill, whatever bill, son's school fees. Every time the SMS came, the headaches would be like really, really bad. So when I asked my guru, he said, yeah, because now you are learning about the religion, the verses of the Al-Quran, the ayats of the Al-Quran are flowing in your body, there is resistance.
Yeah.
So as the spirits come, there is resistance. That resistance is causing this pain. So I said, okay, then why last time I don't feel anything? Then he said, because there's no resistance, it just comes and it stays there. A free open park
Yeah.
where they can picnic and party and, dangdut, disco in my body.
Yeah.
So they probably feel good, and I
Right.
probably felt even better.
And at this point, are you already back in Singapore?
At that time, still in Batam.
Okay.
Still in Batam. So that was second lesson. Oh, so when there's resistance, so that is what the verses are for. So when God said that these verses are medicine to every illnesses, that is how it resists and fights maybe spiritual stuff or even medical stuff.
Right.
So for example, if I read the Al-Quran often, there are verses everywhere, heart, lungs, kidneys. So if the arteries are clogged, these verses will react by resisting. This is not your place, so you'll clean them out. So that's how the verses in the Al-Quran actually heal every illnesses possible in this world.
Right. Okay. And then at this point, you realize that there are things in your house, and then you found a guru to teach you things. And when did you get this 100% freedom from this all these supposed guardians and Bomoh and all that?
Okay, the moment I moved out of that house, when I put in the divorce papers, I was not affected by them anymore.
Okay.
Okay. She was still sending through the SMS, sending through the SMS, but because my guru was there to back me up.
I see.
Okay, the pain, the headaches, sometimes I have like feverish flu where I cannot even get out of the bed. But it's just like for 3 days,
Right.
and then it'll be over.
Okay.
Over.
Right.
Because then my guru was helping me lah to
Yeah.
clean. Sad to say, I was not 100% freedom. There was no 100% freedom because as long as the other side keeps sending, it will just keep happening.
You can change your phone number one, right?
Yeah, but it's sending like it already.
So it's not through SMS this time,
The Bomoh already knows me already, like
I see.
brother already.
Right.
So they probably have GPS,
Yeah,
Google
satellite.
Eye to see my each and every move.
I see. When we started this conversation, right, you said that people need to be very careful when they go to Batam. For that matter, actually Indonesia as a whole, right, is pretty much like that as well, right? Don't say Jakarta or whatever, but the more rural places. But you cannot say Singapore don't have, correct?
I dare not say Singapore don't have.
Exactly. So
I
the
also
question,
dare not say Singapore have.
okay. So the question is, right, there must be a certain protocol or a certain general way for you to make sure that you don't meet with all these things, be it Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia and all that. What is that general way?
Okay, number one, keep your faith strong. Okay, whatever religion that you believe in, keep your faith strong. Okay, anything that you do every day in your life, just return it back to that one creator.
Yeah.
Okay, that will keep you sort of safe, or at least show you the light when something bad is coming to happen.
Okay.
It's coming to you.
Yeah.
You can just have that feeling that this is not right. You will just back off. Okay. Number two, do more good deeds. Have a positive mindset, and don't be so lustful.
Okay.
I think that's the main.
Little bit lustful can I? Don't so lustful.
Don't so. Yeah,
Okay.
little bit. Okay.
I see. So right, I'm going to review something that the general public that does not know about Mave Mason, because I don't talk about that before. I never talk about this thing before. Because it has never been part of my content. You know what I do in my content, right? Finance, market, gambling, and all that. So yeah, there you go. You want to buy also cannot buy, okay. This one you must come to the office, then you can buy at $40 over. So right,
Yeah.
so I'm going to review something that I've never shared before to anyone.
I'm so
right?
honored.
Yeah. Yeah lah. Anyway, they also gonna hear lah. Don't so honor lah. So, many years back, right? Actually, I'm a very staunch Christian.
Okay.
And not to say that I'm not right now. And I grew to a level, right, where I became very prominent in church. To the level where if the church have to vote, I will be one of the one of the very few youngsters that can vote for big matters. And I was personally involved in certain mini revivals in different parts of like Singapore. So that journey is probably really a story for another day. But what I'm trying to say is that like the rank on the shoulder, right, in Christianity, right, was not small at all. Okay.
I understand.
Then one day someone asked me to go to their house to go and exorcise ghosts, okay, which means in the world of Christendom, right, we believe in demons, right? So this guy, he owns a condo, and in this condo, right, he houses all the different foreign students. So these foreign students, right, they are like very young, 17, 18, and they started to come in to stay. Now while they were living there, right, they experienced some supernatural things, and that's why they had no choice. They tried everything already, right? Eventually, no choice. They asked me and someone else within that group, right, to come. So my role was to go there. Like I said, it was to exorcise ghosts. Okay? So before we do anything, we need to interview the person and ask what happened. So this is as first-hand account as it can be. It cannot a person be japa bosai pang, right? Call you and pray to something and ask you to come and go and settle all these things, you see. So it started with this boy, and he was from Vietnam. He was 17, so he's the first guy who moved into the condo. So there were 2 rooms. One room is meant for the girls to stay in, one room is meant for the boys to stay in. And so he was in there, the first guy, sitting on his bed. And then he would always like hear there were rough sounds of ruffling, like when the mattress, right, you touch like the sound of ruffling. He's like, how got this kind of sound? No one is there, ma. Maybe it's the rats from the other story. But he was just so like confused, right? So what happened was he went over to the other room, and he saw an ape, crew cut hair, white singlet, sitting there, and just blank expression, just staring at the floor. And xiao liao, something is wrong already. He went back, he just hid under his blanket. Next day, another girl came to stay, and the girl is from Myanmar. And of course, they cannot communicate different language. So he wanted to keep telling her, sleep with me, you sleep with me. And then the girl was like, what the hell is this, man? I was going to sleep with you. And in the end, the girl saw his expression, right? Something is wrong. They really slept together innocently that night. When they were sleeping together, the feet is, because 2 persons share one small blanket, the feet is outside one. Suddenly, right, both of them just sat up, right, look at each other, and then, you know why? Because both of them felt that someone just went through their toes like that, with the fingers. Yeah, both of them woke up together. Then subsequently, more people come and stay. But the main character of this story, right, is this girl that came in, who slept with the boy innocently. So one day she was walking out of the hallway, on the way from the room to the hall. So there's just this hallway. And she's looking on the floor, and all of a sudden, someone's standing in front of her, and she just looked up, and it was this lady, pale face, and spoke to her in Myanmar, the Myanmar language, right, and say, hello, how are you? And it scared the shit out of her, right? She ran to the room, closed the door, and she started crying and all. And it became really bad to the extent where there were other strange things that happened as well. But this is the main part of the story. It became really bad that she had to call the mother. And the mom said, why don't you get out of the house and go and take a breather? Maybe it's a new environment, you get scared. So that day, her other friends in Singapore has got a party. So she went. When she went there, it was another condo, with a nice swimming pool. It was a poolside party, not as prestigious as your thing, that's a normal one, yeah. And then halfway, she just stared at the water. She stood at the edge of the swimming pool. She looked into the water, and she was just staring. And all of a sudden, she felt a palm at her back, just pushed her down like that. And when she was down there, she was struggling because now that she's right side up, something's on her chest, just pushing her chest. She couldn't come out. And when someone saw that she was struggling, they jumped down and saved her. She was so distraughted, right, that she cannot take it already. So she wanted to now go home. She took a cab, and then when she was seated behind, right, she looked up. Sometimes through the expressway there are trees, right? Lee Kuan Yew plant a lot of trees, so a lot of trees. And as the cab was cruising towards a destination, right, she saw this person-like thing sitting at a tree, looking at her, waving. It's a white color singlet, ape, crew cut. Yeah.
Same up.
Yeah, it sounds like it lah. So eventually, she left Singapore, and yeah, didn't come and study here. But then from there, then I had to do my thing with my team, and yeah, so that was one of the things that I personally have experienced as well.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you get rid of the update at the end?
So when you can okay, in the end the story goes where they didn't experience all these things already. Okay, don't call me to go to your house and do Ghostbuster stuff. Okay, I don't do that anymore. But it came to a level, I thought you got quite high rank one, right? Okay, and I started doing things like that. But later on, it came a point where I stopped. I really stopped due to certain issues in my life, and after that, my life went upside down. I felt that maybe I didn't have the protection of God anymore. So I became very wayward. And then you guys have read my profile. You know that I ran away from Singapore. Lots of things happened. Went into $250,000 in debt and things like that. And yeah, so I guess the spiritual world is really another world that we don't understand. I wouldn't say don't go and touch it or whatsoever. But all I can say is, you guys, if you want to know things, you need to go and learn, research, study. Don't just hide in your room, then do nothing, and all that. Like, I think, studying and knowing more would be good, lah.
Yeah. That one statement you said, don't go and touch it. Just don't go and touch it, because it's going to open up a whole new can of worms in your life.
Yeah.
So actually, what you went through, I think. Every time we come in contact, a little bit of that negative energy sticks.
Right.
So we also must learn how to clear it off from ourselves after every case.
Right.
If not, it just stick to you. The next case, the next stick. And this will actually affect your life, okay, your mental state, your physical state,
Yeah.
and any business deals that you are going through
Yeah.
will affect one.
Yeah. I think that I think there's always balance in the universe. You cannot come to an extent where you always win one, even in the casino. Those of you who attended my class would know that, like, it cannot be like you play 2,000 hands, all 2,000 hands will win one, right? So if you try to go and do all this Bomoh stuff just to have wealth, and all that, I think you have to give back one day. Somehow you have to give back. And I don't want to be there to know what is your giving back like.
Actually, confirm there will be a giving back.
Yeah, yeah.
But the moment you touch it, right, you're gonna.
Right.
We think that we are the master of the spirit.
Yeah.
But actually, the spirit will be the master of us.
Yeah.
Because we got to do things for it before it will do the work.
Yeah.
And then we are stuck with it for life.
Yeah.
And this reminds me of a story actually. Have you heard of alter egos?
Yes.
Where one person is character A, and suddenly just changes to character B.
Yeah lah.
Okay. I saw this in Indonesia as well.
Split personality disorder, is it?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
But this was because another spirit was possessing her body. So she is a Medanese. She's a Medanese. I met her in Jakarta. I will not name names. Let's call her personality A. Let's call her
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. Okay.
Sure.
And then personality B will call her Candy. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So personality A is Lady Gaga. She is very shy,
Okay.
very reserved, doesn't know how to drive, can only speak Indonesian. Very simple girl who works as a sales girl, selling clothes.
Yeah.
Very simple girl. Candy was a hostess in Malacca in the 1920s, 1930s.
Expired very long already, brother.
Very long, very
Okay.
long. Okay, she was a call girl hostess in a prestigious bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, one of the top. She can speak Japanese, she can speak Hindi, she can speak Korean, she can speak many languages because those were her clients
Yeah.
at that time. Very pretty, very sexy. When Candy takes over, Lady Gaga suddenly can drive, can speak all these kind of languages. Her eyes go up like that, really sexy looking, and she will let down her hair and go, wow, really total different personality. I will not say whether it's an honor or not, but I had the honor of them coming to Singapore to visit one group.
Okay.
Okay, so they were putting up in my friend's house in Bedok, so I also stay there lah.
Okay.
To accompany them because he had 2 rooms available.
Right.
So they came for a tour of Singapore, and I had the honor of talking to Candy many times.
Okay.
And talking to Lady Gaga and talking to Candy was really like talking to 2 different persons.
Right.
But Candy was living in her body for the past 10 years.
Right.
And it would just come like that. So in times where she needed to negotiate something,
Yeah.
Candy would just pop up and do the negotiation for her.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she's got the experience, right?
Yeah,
Being in that line.
She's got that thing.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
can say no to her.
Right.
And being a spirit, she has certain capabilities of influencing the mind of the other party.
Okay.
Being a spirit,
Right.
she could do that. And my friend's neighbor, there was an Indian family, and she was just like standing at the door and talking to the daughter in Hindi.
Okay.
And then the daughter was laughing and laughing, and then she started to dance and sing
Yeah.
a Tamil song.
Wow.
And that small girl was like dancing along with her.
Right.
I was blown away.
This spirit download Google Translate in her already. Huh?
Voila, Google Translate, ChatGPT, everything.
Yeah.
Even she watched the whole series of Bollywood.
Scary, man.
Scary.
So these things are pretty much there, lah. You know, a lot of you, I know there are a lot of people who will not believe it. And the reason why I hardly talk about such things, right, is because the moment when I start to say it, right, they'll start to say, Mason, I thought he's very, like, you know, technical one. Suddenly hocus pocus come out already, you know. So I'm being very careful about it. But what's the truth about my life? I mean, I won't want to hide it, right? Like, you can treat it as a 7-month Hungry Ghost Festival happy story with my dear friend Usman. But then, you know, there you go, Usman. So if you guys would like to see us again somehow, if you're still listening to now and have not fallen asleep yet, then let us know in the comment section if you want our Usman to come back to tell you more of these stories. I'm sure he has got a lot more hidden in his pocket. And other than that, we will have to bid goodbye right now.
Wake up!